Well, as you can see today, we're not out on the water. I'm fixing to do some PowerPole maintenance. I want to give a shout out to PowerPole's customer service because the problem that I'm having with my pole was not actually a manufacturer defect in my opinion. The people who installed the pole actually didn't tighten down the bolts to my stern bracket, and my PowerPole slid over, hit my cowling on my motor. In the process of that, it bent up my top U channel and cracked my stern bracket. PowerPole is nice enough to send me a brand new stern bracket and a U channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that maintenance today and show you all how I do that. Okay, so what I've done here is I laid everything out on my table just to make sure all the parts and pieces were there. I went by the instructions and I went ahead and got all my tools. All right, well, let's get this started. All right, to begin this, I'm turning the power on to my PowerPole. And now I'm going to lower the PowerPole down where it's about a foot off the ground. And then I'm going to shut the power back off. All right, so I'm really not for sure how to start this off. There's really not a whole lot of videos out there. So if anybody has any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section of this video. But I'm going to start off by taking off the hydraulic strut. Alright, so I had to go add some stuff. I got a punch and a hammer here to get these bolts out. And I'm keeping everything in order as it comes out. That way I know how it goes back in. Okay. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to zip tie this strut. So now that I got that disconnected, I guess I will start with the spike. I'm going to go ahead and take the bolts off that are holding the spike on. I'm just going to go ahead and take this bottom U-channel off so it doesn't get damaged. Just like that. Now for the upper. Okay. So I raised the pole up to take all the fluid out of the strut. So I've already cut the zip tie that was holding the one hydraulic line on, and then broke the line loose at the bottom. Make sure you got something to catch the fluid with. You want to kind of put a crescent wrench on the base of these so you don't put too much pressure on it. You don't want to mess up these connectors. Now, just to make sure that nothing gets inside my hydraulics, I'm going to put some baggies over. Okay. So now I'm going to try to get these hydraulic lines out of this upper channel here. So just kind of give them a little tug. And there we go. And now I got the broken channel out. You can see the damage here. Nothing terrible, just bent it up. All right, now that we got the upper and lower U channels, the hydraulic strut off, and the hydraulic lines off, I'm going to take off the stern bracket. The stern bracket's held on by 4 nylock nuts and some bolts that are 9/16. Now, before I remove this bracket, since I like the position that it's in, I'm going to go ahead and put some painter's tape along the edge of my bracket to kind of mark where this bracket's located, so I can put the other bracket almost. All right, we got her off. And here's the old stern bracket with the crack. As we used to like to say in the military, installation is the reverse of removal. And take one of the bolts, put it through. And these are the only bolts that don't come in the kit, so you got to save these bolts. Looks pretty good right there. All right, so I got that snug down. So to install the U-channels, first you're gonna have these long bushings. There's 4 of them. Each one goes in each one of these. So you're gonna take a large bushing. And a large bushing is gonna go on the inside. There's a piece of my large bushing that was broke off inside of there. So it was about time for some maintenance. Well, that's what I said. All right. All right. We're gonna put your large bushings. You got your long bushings already. So anyway, I didn't want to mark up my U-channel, so I went and got a box to try to help me with this. So you're going to kind of hold everything in place. Excuse me. Now you got your small bushings. Piece of that stuck in there too. Let's check and see. Okay, I found my problem here. I guess on this model I have, there's some plastic bushings that are down next to where it connects to the stern bracket. Well, those plastic bushings have to come out for the new small bushings to go in. So I'm going to take a screwdriver and hammer here. And there's one. And there was number two. Nothing difficult to get out. Channel. That's it for the bottom one. Now I'm putting the large bushings in on the end of the U channel. It's going to go over. Got it. I got the upper U channel over the stern bracket. Now I'm trying to line it up. Alright, got it. I'm going to put the small bushing on the washer. There we go. Just going to get good enough to where I can get this started. I'm going to come up here and work at the knuckle again. It's just reinstalling the strut. So I got the connectors back on the strut, tighten them down just a little bit here, same way I loosened them earlier. All right, so that should be good enough. Got some zip ties here, and I'm gonna zip tie this line back. And you know you should always trim the end of your zip ties off. All right, now to install the strut. All right, so I got the first bushing up in there. Gotcha. All right, guys, looks like I've got it all back in there. It's all tightened up. All right. Now I'm going to give her a test. All right, that concludes the maintenance on my PowerPole today. I got all the new parts installed. Everything's working good. Everything's tightened down. If you've ever done this before and you know of something different that I didn't do or some way of doing something that I might have been able to do easier, please leave me a comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you know next time I upload a video. And I hope to see you out there on the water.